Alright, today we are building a auto rocket crafter. Just flip a switch and the crafter will create rockets automatically. And we can turn it off again. Free rockets. Alright, let's build this crafter. Here is the items we'll need. I'm just going to put them up here and you can get this amount of items. Alright, starting off with a crafter here. Then we'll need hopper in the side here and a hopper in this side, and for this next bit we're just going to jump up on 2 temporary blocks so we can reach this. We'll grab our chests and put a chest on both sides, and then another hopper into these chests, and then on top 2 more chests. That's the front bit done. Now we'll get our item frames. Put one on each chest so we know which item to put where, and then just pick which item you want to go in each one. So paper and gunpowder for making rockets. Now we'll do the back part of the farm, but don't put any items in yet. So the back part, we will just need to do a line of solid blocks. And we will need 2 comparators facing out. So one on each side there. And then we'll need a repeater facing into this middle block. A repeater, not a comparator. Now get your solid blocks again. And we're going to do a U shape like that of the solid blocks. And that is one item that I forgot, is an observer. Let me just grab an observer. I always forget something, man. Always. Let's just grab one observer. And then we'll put the observer facing in. No. Oh yeah, we do want it facing that way. So put the observer, if you just aim at the corner of that block. Well, it worked before, now it's not working. See? You got to aim at the corner of that block there. There. And if it's not working like that, just put another block there, and then you can face the observer like that. So you want it with its face pointing out. Now we will get a rail and put it here. It doesn't really matter which way this rail faces, it always seems to want to go into that block. Then 2 torches. Why is it powered, man? We actually want the rail to kind of go along that way, but I don't know if it matters. 2 torches. Good, this is the base setup. Now we get solid block again. Put a solid block here, and then a solid block on this. So you've got a row going up there. And then again on the other side, there and there. Now we'll get our redstone dust and just go 3 across there and 3 across here, and that's pretty much it. So now we will just add now we will add some optional switches to these in case you want to turn it off. I'll just put 1 switch on there, and you can put a switch on this side as well if you like. Just grab my lever. So you can put a lever on either side if you want to turn it off so that it doesn't craft. Let's set the crafter to make fireworks. So we'll turn everything off except for these 2 here. Turn all these off. Now it's set to make fireworks. And now all we need to do is just fill these up with the items and it's ready to go. So I did bring a whole ton of gunpowder and paper, which is what you need because this machine needs to be filled pretty much all the way up. So I'll just chuck all that paper in here. And the gunpowder on this side. I'll put all of it in there. And this won't do anything yet. Actually, I said it wrong. Let's turn this off. Alright, that's why it's good to put switches on these first so we can turn these 2 top hoppers off. So now we got to reset again because this does actually need to be set with at least one of the item in each. I haven't built this one that many times yet, so I'm still a noob. No, here we go. So you got to have one paper, one gunpowder. It's got to stay in there. You can fill them all the way up if you really want to. So that now when we turn these on, it will start loading. But the whole machine has to get to max stack there. And then these two will actually hit 22 each in each hopper. And then after that happens, it will start crafting the gunpowder. Then if you want to turn it off, just use one of those switches there. Either one will work. Otherwise it'll just keep crafting them. And I was thinking, what happens if you put a shelf there? Because then you could actually just grab automatic stacks. I'm not sure if you can get redstone out of a shelf. Bookshelf, eh? Let's try a bookshelf. There we go. We have the items. Alright, we'll just test turning it on and off, because the other one didn't want to turn off very well. But this one is good. If we put this here, it should start automatically stacking it up. There we go. So now we've got stacks. So then you can go like this and go, oh, I want to grab me new stack. And then it stacks them up. Now that's amazing. So you can turn one off or you can turn both off. That'll both still stop it. And it stops and starts just fine. So there you go. That might break it. There we go.